a breathing drill, but also can be progressed into more of a core and trunk stability drill and a hip stability drill. You need to be set up either near a wall or with a chair or a bench, something that you can put your feet up on. And then we need some kind of resistance. So I have a free weight, but you could use sort of like a big jug of laundry detergent or something with a little bit of resistance. So we'll show you two options. One, if you're just up near the wall, you're gonna lay on your back with your feet against the wall and your knees and your hips bent about 90 degrees each. We're gonna push our feet into the wall and imagine like you're drawing your feet down the wall so that we can engage our hamstrings to help us stabilize our pelvis a bit. And that engagement of the hamstrings is gonna lift your tailbone up just a little bit. So we're not doing a full glute bridge or a full pelvis rotation, but we're just engaging the hamstrings to get a little bit of a tailbone tuck to help bring our pelvis in line with our rib cage. Now we will adjust the rib cage position by using our breath and the weight. So we're gonna press the weight overhead as if we were doing a chest press. It's gonna stay there. Now we're gonna take a big inhale, and when we inhale, we're going to press the weight up just by lifting our shoulder blades off the floor. So now we're gonna maintain that little bit of a lift of the shoulder blades off the floor as we go through our breath cycle. When we inhale, we're gonna imagine like we're expanding the back of our rib cage, and that rib cage expansion almost lifts us off the floor. We're gonna stay long through the neck. You'll notice I'm not putting extra on this. All I'm doing is lifting my shoulder blades off the floor to create a little bit of protraction, keeping my heels drawing down into the wall, and trying to create posterior and lateral, so back and sides expansion from the rib cage. Nice and long through the back of the neck. So if we don't have that wall handy, sometimes we have too much stuff in the way, we can use a chair or a bench. So we're gonna set it the same where our hips and knees are bent at about 90 degrees. I'm gonna dig my heels into my chair or my bench or my couch, and that digging of my heels is gonna be lifting a tiny little bit of tailbone. Again, we're not coming up, we're just doing a little bit of a pelvis rotation to allow our pelvis and our rib cage to become stacked in line. Then we're gonna take our weight, press it up overhead, and maintaining this little bit of a tailbone lift, we're gonna inhale, lift our shoulder blades off the floor, and then maintain that breath, maintain that little bit of a lift, expanding the rib cage with each inhale. See if you can maintain some of that expansion with your exhale. A progression from this would be now taking away 1 foot of support. Can you maintain the rib cage and pelvis position? Maintaining the posterior and lateral, so back and sides. Rib cage expansion. And then the next level would be taking away both supports, maintaining that rib cage expansion, and maintaining that little bit of a tailbone lift.